The parking lot is full, Gary. There's a nice crowd here of McBain families. The community's getting together to see this great crosstown rival happen. And this is really a fight for first place in the conference.
Now, all intents and purposes, not exactly true, but this is the end of the first round of playing, everybody. McBain and NMC were actually scheduled to play on the 16th of December, but that was canceled due to what?
We had a power outage here in McBain, and I'm surprised we didn't reschedule it and head into Cadillac or something to play the game. But no, both teams have been able to play everybody in the conference except each other, and now it's time to see how all their skills have come together.
All right, and McBain, they play Manton for a second time, so they're done with Manton for the regular season. But this is tip-off of the second half, and this will be really interesting. NMC is in first place at 7-0 in the conference, where McBain is tied with Lake City in second place at 6-1. Big game. The Comets beat Lake City by 4 in Lake City, but they were missing Mackenzie Bisball. So it should be an interesting matchup. What do you expect to see tonight for the Comets?
Okay, so I expect a packed-in zone with Megan Bennett right packed in the middle. Now, if McBain Public puts someone on the free throw line, Bennett will extend up there to get it. And she's so long, being 6'2", maybe taller than that. She is very tall with those long arms. And then it's a zone, but NMC doesn't just fall back into the zone. It's a very aggressive zone. It's in your face when you have the ball. There's some trapping out of it. What Lake City was able to do against NMC is to press them, and NMC couldn't handle the press very well. So I'm hoping that we see some good basketball out here with some pressure in your face, but maybe both teams might actually come back into a zone just because of the height of Megan Bennett and the athleticism of Paige Evils.
Well, you could run with Megan Bennett out there a 2-2-1 zone, and it'll feel like a 2-2-3 zone because she can cover from sideline to sideline on that baseline. And rare to say, but she is a fifth-year varsity player.
Yeah, her Paige Evils actually is too.
No, she's fourth because she's a junior.
Okay, she actually got to score in a playoff game as an 8th grader, so that's kind of neat for her. But yeah, she has another year after this. Good point. So yeah, if McBain Public beats McBain NMC, it is a 3-way tie for first. If NMC wins, that puts McBain in a deep hole at 2 losses, with Lake City only having 1. But they will be able to face each other again. Good point with Mackenzie Bisball not playing against NMC. So mathematically, NMC was able to beat Lake City without Mackenzie Bisball. McBain lost to Lake City with Mackenzie Bisball. So if you figure Mackenzie Bisball's 16 points, that might have made a difference in the NMC game. So yeah, all of this looks interesting on paper, but that's why we play the game.
That is right. Hey, I want to remind you, you're listening to the Pfluger Mechanical pregame show. Pfluger Mechanical, licensed and insured. Call Aaron or Brad at 231-282-3194 as we continue our broadcast from the Burkholder Family Funeral broadcast booth. I was doing a little research here. Lars, you want to hear a little stats here?
I love stats.
All right.
Hit me with the digits.
First thing, Northern Michigan Christian has not beaten McBain since 2018. That year, McBain actually went 12-12 on the season, and I believe that was when it wasn't Michaela Copeman, but that was when they had the Fab Five page, or excuse me, the Eagles girl, the really quick, fast point guard, and Carrie Van Polen and
Desiree Evils.
Desiree, that's right. And they were a very good team. Mally Sigafus was on that team also, and they beat McBain in the second half. Once again, we cannot mention this enough. Last year, the town of McBain had something that never happened before. Do you remember what happened in the postseason for the town of McBain?
Well, was it actually had 4 district championships over a course of 2 weekends?
Over 2 weekends, 4 district championships. Northern Michigan Christian Comet girls and boys winning their district, McBain Public winning their district. So these are teams that know how to win. They've been winning all season. It'll be exciting to see how this game shakes out. We are going to throw it back to the studio for a couple of announcements, and then we'll bring it back for the last thoughts. You're listening to the Pluger Mechanical Halftime Show. You're listening to home to the McBain area sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
And it's ladies' night in McBain as the Northern Michigan Christian Comets make the long trek all the way over to McBain Public for girls' action. First place, Lady Comets versus second place, McBain Ramblers. This is going to be an exciting game. I'm going to ask you the two key players of the game. I want you to start off with the NMC. Lars, who's the key player for McBain to try and stop on NMC?
So it starts and ends with Megan Bennett. She can put up 22 points a game. She has done that already this year. And if they are able to stop her, Paige Ebles is so aggressive out there. As a point guard wing, she is going to attack. She is a rodeo girl. She rides horses and runs barrels. Sometimes it looks like she's on a horse out here, just giving it everything she has.
Yeah, I think Megan Bennett's a double waiting to happen. All right, NMC, what do you have to tell your team to worry about for the public?
Well, there it starts and ends with Emma Skierbeck. Now, Emma could be averaging 20 points a game. The only problem with Emma is she actually has a really good team around her. McBain is super deep. Nobody's going to hit you for 10 points or more, but when you have 10 kids scoring 8 points or 10 points a game, that adds up to some pretty good scoring.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, on the season average, Northern Michigan Christian School averages 48.3 points a game, McBain 56.6. It's going to be quite exciting to see how this happens as we're getting ready for the national anthem. You have been listening to the Pluger Mechanical pregame show, licensed and insured, called Aaron and Brad at 231-282-3194 for new installations, HVAC services, and light plumbing. You're listening to the home of Pain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
FIAM is family. FIAM is also teamwork. The FIAM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIAM is proud to support this McBain broadcast. FIAM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts. So if you would like to join the FIAM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIAM at 1550 Leeson Avenue and apply to join the FIAM team. FIAM Technologies in Cadillac.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699.
Making the final
today.
arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Good Monday night as we're about ready to top off action of the Northern Michigan Christian Comets, coming to visit the McBain Ramblers and women's basketball action. First place Comets, 7-0. McBain, 6-1. If McBain can knock off NMC tonight, that will make a three-way tie at the top of the standings, and that should be quite exciting. They're announcing the starting lineups right now, but I know my good friend, Mr. McBain, Lars Schedeen's already got them for you. Lars, who's starting?
All right, starting for the Comets, a junior, Paige Ebel, a sophomore, Jada Van Ord, a junior, Elena Roosevelt, a senior, Maggie Yacht, and a senior, Megan Bennett. For the Ramblers, a senior, Maya Eisinga, a junior, Sydney Hooker, another junior, Callie Hooker, senior Taylor Bentham, and senior Emma Skierbeck.
Hey, I want to remind you, this game is on 107.9 CDY. If you can't listen to this on the radio, well, you can just go to the internet because we have live streaming. That streaming has been brought to you by McBain Transmission. For anything transmission related and for quality used cars, head over to McBain Transmission on LaChance Road between Cadillac and Lake City. Call 779-1394. We are about ready for the FIAM tip-off as we just ended the Pfluger Mechanical pregame show. Thank you to Pfluger Mechanical for your support of McBain area sports. All right, last thoughts. Coach is getting ready. As they're getting ready, I'm getting ready to throw it over to Mr. McBain, who will be doing the play-by-play to start the game. If he taps out, we'll figure something out later, but he's going to get it started.
All right, so it looks like Emma Skierbeck will do the jumping with Megan Bennett almost a head taller than her lining up. But I'm looking at it, and McBain is not in a defensive tip. They're in their attack tip. Here's the tip on the air. Pretty much won by Skierbeck there. Taylor Bentham gives it to Maya Eisinga between the rings. Top of the key over to Emma Skierbeck, right side, up to Callie. NMC in their zone. No, well, it's a matchup zone. Over to Callie, left side. McBain cutting through. Sydney being very patient. Taylor Bentham up top to Skierbeck. Over to Maya Eisinga, down low. Blocked by Paige Ebel, no call. Rebounded by Elena Roosevelt. Paige Ebel is bringing it up court. Over to Van Ord, up to Maggie Yacht. Over to Elena Roosevelt, back up to Maggie. Over to the corner to Ebels. Ebels on her rodeo horse going around. Knocked away by Maya Eisinga. Callie Hooker bringing it up the court, looking. Misses Bentham underneath the hoop. Maya Eisinga dribbles through. Great scoop, miss. Bentham with the rebound, and she's going to go to the line for two. It's going to be a foul on NMC. Let's see who they call. It's going to be on Paige Ebels. That's something with Paige, is she's so aggressive that sometimes it gets her in trouble.
The Comets only come with 8 players on the varsity. They do bring up the sophomores from the JV, and Bennett from the freshman team, but they do only have 7 upperclassmen that can play the full game. The only ones can use the 5-quarter rule.
Now, Bentham missed the first one. The second one is up, and it's good. So 1-0, Public leads. I'm going to have to not get used to saying McBain. So Ramblers and Comets. Paige Ebel driven across half court. McBain Public in a 2-3 zone. Van Ord shoots a 3, misses. Rebounded by Skierbeck. Skierbeck off and running, attacking Maggie. Sends it over to Maya. Maya can't handle it, and it's out of bounds. Comet ball.
Yeah, NMC did a great job swinging the ball over on that last one, giving Van Ord an open look. But Ramblers got the rebound, and they love to run, don't they?
They do. Going left to right on your radio dial. NMC's heading to the right. Maggie's looking down low. Bennett down low. They're going to get a late call on Callie. Now, I think that was, he saw the foul right away. The ref did. I think he was waiting to see what happened with the shot.
Yeah, I think he was waiting to see if the ball went in for 1-and-1.
So Callie gets 1 foul, and that sends Megan Bennett to the line. Her first one is up and good. It is tied 1-1. Second one coming up. Megan steps to the line with the ball. It's a 3-shot dribble. That's up and missed. Sydney fights for the rebound. McBain controls. Maya's looking. NMC back into their zone. Sydney fakes the three, dribbles down against Elena Roosevelt, looking for help. Passes out to Maya up top, near half court.
Yeah, the Ramblers kind of picked each other on that one and can't get one free for Sydney to give the easy one to.
Emma's heading down the lane. Must be a lot of air in that ball. 2 tough dribbles. 3-point shot is up and good for Emma Skierbeck.
Step back three right there. She did a great job recovering and then realized no one rotated on her. And she said, you can't leave me that wide open.
Callie with the steal down low. They tried to get it to Bennett. Callie almost steps out. Maya pushing it. Sends it down to Sydney. Sydney's going to get called for a travel. Just changed pivot foot so she's ready to move. 5:44 in the first. McBain Public up 4-1. Van Noord passes it in to Evils. Evils jogs across the half court. McBain back into a 2-3 zone, kind of squeezing Megan Bennett down low. Evils passes over to Van Noord. Van Noord jacks a three. That is off. Bennett gets the rebound at the free throw line. Maggie Yant sets a play up. Over to Evils on the left side. Yant cuts through, gets the ball down low, misses, fight for the rebound. Bennett gets it, passes to Van Noord, pump fake over to Yant. Yant brings it back out. Evils up top. Evils cuts right down the middle of the lane, and it's going to get a foul on Sydney Hooker. That is just too easy for NMC to cut right down and get that pass in there. So McBain's got to adjust on their zone. And honestly, I don't know if I've seen McBain Public play a zone before.
No, this is a new wrinkle that Coach Brockman is throwing in there. And what the thing is they're really focused on Bennett, but that's leaving a little bit of space for Maggie Yant to be able to cut through the lane and get herself an easy look at the basket. She's had 2 attempts there.
So Maggie makes the first one. It's 4-2. Second one is up. It's missed. Callie with the rebound. Maya jogs it across half court. Dribbles to the left side. Screen for Emma. They close it out. Emma, 3-point shot. Up. Missed. Paige Evils with the rebound, bringing it down for the Comets.
Well, McBain built a wall, 3 screeners as Emma switched in the middle of the gate, and then no Comet can get between her to get her freed up for that shot.
Did McBain go back to man here? Steal by Emma. What a great pick of her pocket. Left-handed layup is up, and it's good. Emma Skierbeck with 5 points already. Nice hands by Emma to get that ball. Evils brings it back down court. Van Noord fakes. Yant in the corner. They're going to get her with a travel. And I thought she was a little indecisive on her pivot foot there.
Yeah.
This is Katie Crick coming in. She is a sophomore. She replaces Maggie Yant, the senior. So NMC going young right now. Matchup zone or man-to-man? What do you think? It looks like man-to-man for NMC.
So Crick's got the dubious chance of chasing around Skierbeck on this one.
Crick doing a nice job with Emma dribbling up top. And Emma is the one you want to stop. But it's who else for McBain will step up. So Sydney dribbles around, taking Elena down low, back up to Maya. Maya sets it back up again. A lot of work just to set it up again. So getting some screens, another double screen. They're going to get a moving screen either on Callie Hooker or Taylor Bentham. Let's see who they call. 24. So is that 2?
Taylor.
That's Taylor. That's her first. So there's 3 fouls on McBain. One foul.
That's the second time they tried to build that wall for Skierbeck to shoot from behind. I think they're trying to look at that after what happened against Lake City.
Evils dribbles in, a little over aggressive, kind of a bad pass. You know, there's a couple of ways to beat a zone, Gary, and there's quick passing, quick ball movement. It is hard to dribble to try to beat that zone.
There is. I hate to say this, but I wish these kids would know more of the art of the bounce pass.
Emma gets the ball down low, puts it up. Maybe knocked away, but she misses, controlled by Megan Bennett. Great pass down low. 6-2 is the score, 3:11 to go in the game. Looks like 3 Ramblers are ready to check in. Katie Crick pops a 3. And it hits the bottom of the net, but it didn't go through the hoop. So air ball on that one. Let's see. Taylor Bentham's coming out. Maya Eisinger's coming out. And Callie Hooker is coming out. So that leaves Sydney and Emma on the court for Public.
Yeah, I think they're going to try that matchup of Addie Naderhood now against Megan Bennett. and now make her work a different way than she had to against Callie. McBain does have girls that can match up with her in the coming waves.
Emma Skierbeck dribbles behind her back, step back three, swish, 9-2.
Skierbeck with 8 points of the game so far, 3 for 4 shooting.
Eagles had it knocked away. Addie on the floor for it. Roosevelt rips it away for neighborhood. Luckily for the public, the jump ball was called, but Elena Roosevelt had a free shot at the hoop. So Katie Crick for NMC is going to pass it in on an inbounds under the hoop. They get Elena Roosevelt cutting. Crick takes the shot, misses. Sydney gets it. Sydney's off and running. Passes up to Annalise. It's like her hair got in her way.
Only a dad can make that call. Only a dad can make that call.
So ball goes out of bounds off McBain. Eagles brings it across. 2-3 zone still for public. Passes over to Van Noord. Up top to Crick. Over to Roosevelt. Roosevelt fakes a three. Double dribbles right down the lane. Misses. That is going to be an out of bounds. Emma had the ball, came back in, and was the first one to touch it. Someone else has to touch it when she was stepped out. So 9-2, great start for public. NMC is getting their chances though. Lob to Megan Bennett. She was able to lock her elbow around Sydney Hooker. Sydney falls to the ground. They're going to get Bennett on an offensive foul.
Yeah, she hooked Hooker with that elbow, and she was able to try and create some space, and they called that for the offensive.
So that's only one on Megan Bennett. McBain's got 3 team fouls, and NMC has 2. It's 9-2 with 2:03 to go. Callie's going to check back in. Emma to Ferdine. Ferdine dribbles around to Butson. There's a couple double dribbles in there, no call.
There was no control on it according to the official, so it was not a double dribble.
Butson passes over to Ferdine, right side. Addie up top. Needs a cut. Sydney's looking. McBain a little out of sync with their offense. Sydney's going to dribble down, gets fouled. That is going to be on Katie Crick. Yep, there we go. I see the number now. And that's going to send Sydney to the line. So Sydney's going to shoot 2.
You know, McBain may be able to get NMC in foul trouble if they keep attacking like they're doing, because there's nobody in the Highland Conference that can go as deep as McBain public. But the first 7, they match up even with Northern Michigan Christian.
Someone's got to come out for McBain. There's 6 on the court. Ella just checked in, but for who? Ella came in for Emma. Just neglected to tell Emma that. So that gives, Emma's been playing a full 6.5 minutes. They're going to say Sydney stepped over the line, so that means both free throws were missed. Callie's going to come in for Sydney. 9-2, public is up against NMC. 1:34 to go in the first. Crick is going to inbound it against this press, right to Paige. Paige guarded by Callie. Now Butson picks her up. Right down the lane, they're going to get Addie on a block. Now, Gary, I feel like Addie always gets the brunt of the call, if you will. Addie can never get a charge call. I don't know if she's had a charge call this year. I think she gets picked on because she's kind of a bigger girl.
We used to have a player for the boys team, Molly back at McBain Public, called Seth Barnett.
Yeah.
And every time they hit him, he would always get called just because they bounced off him, never because he was moving.
Paige gets through the screen, misses, air balls. Crick gets it, puts it up. Callie hits it, gets the rebound. Annalise down the lane, gets stolen by Eagles. Ball on the ground. Crick passes to Eagles. Eagles to Roosevelt. Back to Eagles. Butson guarding her at half court. Eagles dribbling left. Over to Van Noord. Van Noord with a 3. Misses. Ella with the rebound. Pass. Ferdine guarded by Van Noord. Tries to dribble by. Over to Callie. Up to Butson. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hooker on the left wing. Over to Ella. Up top to Ferdine. Ferdine guarded by Bennett. Ferdine takes Bennett down. Gets hit. Addie tries for the rebound. No call, out of bounds. McBain turns it over. NMC's ball, 34 seconds to go. Are you surprised Ferdine tried to take Bennett off the dribble?
I like that. I like the fact that she's going to take on the bully on the block, and she's going to go one-on-one on him. And she actually looked like she had a good attempt there. There may have been a little bit of contact, but she did get underneath the block.
Oh, my goodness. Van Noord dribbles down, and they're going to get Addie with another foul. Addie was there for about a minute and a half.
No, they called it on Elise.
Ferdine reaching from behind. Van Noord underneath. They're going to get Paige back to Megan. Maggie Yacht. Bennett puts it up. Elena fights for it. They're going to get a foul on Ella Schroeder, it looks like. So McBain has 16 fouls, but nobody has more than one. Maggie Yacht inbounds for NMC. Van Noord cuts through. Eagles fakes it, misses. Fight for the rebound. Maggie's heading toward it. Oh, and Addie hits Maggie hard. No call. Maggie gets up slow. She shakes it off, though.
This is a physical game because both teams are really wanting the desire, and they're using every aspect they can to try and get it their way.
13 seconds to go in the first. Butzine dribbles around. Van Noord pokes it away. Ella's up top, guarded by Maggie Yacht. Dribbles across. Passes up to Caitlin. Caitlin's got 4 seconds. 3, 2. Shoots it off glass, and it goes in as time expires in the first. Rich Bennett wants a travel call on that. The refs don't call it travel. That is 11-2. McBain leads with a crazy shot by Caitlin Butzine. Gives her 2. Emma Skierbeck with 8. Taylor Bentham with 1. So that really rounds out the scoring, though. Emma Skierbeck really having a nice first half.
Yeah, Emma Skierbeck's doing really well on the first half. We also want to make sure you guys know that you're listening to home to the McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Parents, if your students want to be college or career ready by the end of high school, CTC is the place to be. I'm Troy from the McBain High School, and the Wexford Mizaki Career Tech Center is preparing me for the jobs of the future. Students from all over the region can choose up to 14 different career-driven programs, with a free associate's degree available in some programs through the 13th year training. Find out more at WMISD.org at the Career Technical Education League in CY. CTC is the place to be.
And we're back. It's ladies' night here in McBain. This is number 2 of 12 games we'll be bringing you. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to people that make this happen. Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McBain Auto Service, Snappy's Garage. We are about ready for the second half action as the Ramblers are up 11-2. Throw it back to you, Lars.
All right. Maya Eisinger takes the inbounds pass, passes over to Emma Skierbeck. Looks like almost all the starters are back in. Ella Schroeder's also in. NMC went to a zone now. They were playing man-to-man. Callie throws up, something goes on the back of the backboard. So not a good shot, but she was looking for contact there with no call. I think the refs are saying, hey, if you want to win this game, you got to earn it. We're not going to bail you out.
Well, they're letting the girls play, that's for sure.
Eagles brings it across, passes to Van Noord. Bennett has good position down low. They pass her up, though. Maggie Jan up top. McBain in the 2-3 zone. Jan cuts through, gets there. Bennett gets the rebound, knocked away by Callie. Bennett kind of stuck underneath, gives it to Van Noord at the three-point line, right side. Back up to, go ahead, Gary.
That's the third time Maggie Jan ran that play down low, and you would expect that one to actually start working for her as we got a timeout.
NMC calls a timeout, so we can take it to a commercial break right here.
All right, letting you know you're listening to home to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
All right, and we're back. NMC inbounds it, passes it back to Maggie Yant. Maggie puts up the three, and it's good. Three-pointer for Maggie Yant. That gives her 4 points on the night so far. It's 11-5. Now, Gary, I was thinking, man, it was 11-2 just a minute ago. NMC starts hitting a couple of these outside threes. It's a game again.
Well, it will be a game all the way through, as McBain is sitting in the zone to try and slow it down a little bit. But you're right.
McBain turns it over. NMC gets it back. Eagles in the corner. Van Ord up to Yant. Yant down to Bennett. Bennett down low. Misses the bunny. Bentham gets the rebound. Passes to Maya. Maya looks up the court. Sees Skierbeck wide open. Now she's covered. Doesn't pass it. Got Ella. Ella's not afraid to shoot that. Gets tipped. Megan Bennett knocks it out. Let's see what they call. Okay, it's going to stay McBain ball. McBain's going to inbound it underneath their own basket. NMC setting up their 2-3 zone. Bentham, Isinger, Ella over to Skierbeck. Skierbeck's three in and out. Eagles rebounds it. 11-5 with 6:20 to go in the second.
Skierbeck 2 for 3 from three-point land.
Eagles dribbles through, passes to Maggie. Maggie skip passes to Van Ord. Van Ord is going to take the dribble, and they're going to get a 3 seconds on Megan Bennett. So turnover by the Comets. Hooker passes it into Maya. Maya sets up the play, facing their NMC's 2-3 zone. Over to Bentham in the corner to Schroeder. Callie's high post. Knocked away. How did that get through? Callie Hooker picks it up and puts in a bunny. 2 points for Callie.
I don't think I can give an assist on that since I went through 3 Comets hands on that. But yeah, Northern Michigan Christians really using their length to their advantage with Van Nord, Yount, and Bennett.
Eagles pass down to Bennett. Bennett takes one of those Euro steps. What do you think, Gary? I feel like the guys can do that step, but the girls can't. You've seen guys do that, and it's not called a travel. Bennett gets called for a travel. You're not going to get into that argument?
Sometimes it's just the way it looks, even if it's legal, and it just doesn't look right, you call that. And I did think it looked right, even though looking back on that, I do believe it was a legal move.
Maya in the corner, passes up to Hooker. Ferdine up top, passes to Emma. Emma to Bentham. Emma, that's her range. She puts it up from way downtown. Airballs it. Did Elena touch it? No. NMC ball. So that's where Emma has to be like a Jared Lahr. What's your favorite saying about Jared Lahr?
The goldfish. You can't have a memory for longer than 6 seconds.
So Emma's got to keep shooting. 13-5, McBain lead. 5:06 to go. Skip pass to Roosevelt. Good defense by Maya. Tapped away by Annalise. It's going to stay NMC ball. Van Nord will take it out in the corner. It's actually a tough spot to inbound it.
Actually, Annalise had a fantastic way that she cut that pass off right there. Defensive specialists for the Ramblers with their speed.
Callie and Bennett fighting hard underneath. Eagles puts it up, throws up. Kind of a wild shot, and they're going to bail her out with a call. She must have got hit with the body. It says 24. That's Taylor's foul. That's her second.
You know, sometimes these kids will think that their feet won't move, but when the hips don't lie and they throw that hip a little bit into them, then that will cause the problem.
Page misses the first free throw, 13-5. Sydney checks in for Taylor. Taylor comes out with 2 fouls. Taylor does have a free throw to her name, so she has 1 point. So 13-5, 4:53 to go in the second. Eagles second one up, fight for it. Roosevelt out hustles everybody, gets in the corner, passes to Eagles. Eagles down low to Bennett. Easy shot for Bennett, 2 points. He's got 3 now, 13-7. Emma fakes the 3, dribbles by, passes to Annalise. Annalise down low, hits the bottom of the rim. She's going to get the foul called, maybe on Roosevelt. I should stop guessing, but no, it's going to be on Van Nord.
That'll be our first.
So 7 fouls to, I think, 4 fouls. Annalise, a little too much arc on that, misses her free throw. Maya comes out. Caitlin replaces her for McBain Public. 13-7. Annalise, the second one is good. Sub coming in. Eagles comes out, and Katie Crick comes in for NMC.
It looks like Bronkman's putting the press back on to change things up.
Benoit against Ferdine. Goes sideline on her. Callie tries to tip it. Bennett has it. Dribble a couple times. Caitlin reaches in and causes a jump ball. Rich Bennett, the dad of Megan, wants Megan to keep it high because he's saying, who's going to get it if you keep the ball in the air?
Especially if you're being covered by Caitlin Batzine, who comes up to her waist. The only way that Caitlin could stop that is if she brought it down low. And when she did, Caitlin took advantage of that.
Around the horn, they're going to get a travel on McBain. McBain looking to pass into that zone. Sydney shifted her feet again.
So far, NMC's outscoring McBain 3-5 in this quarter.
Maggie Yant has a 3 and Megan Bennett has a field goal, but the rest have come on free throws for NMC.
Paige Abel checks in the game. Kate Cricks checks out.
Maggie breaks the press, passes over to Lena. Lena fakes, tries to Euro. Oh, they're going to call a block on Callie. It's going to be on the ground. Nope. It's 1-on-1, so it doesn't matter, but she's got to make the first one. So Elena Roosevelt's going to the line for 1-on-1. Addie's going to come in for Callie. That's Callie's second foul. I know Jay never lets you question a ref's call. What'd you think about that? Did you think she was too far under the basket?
It really doesn't matter how far or where you're at. It's still, it's the hips. They lean the hips into them, and that's what's getting them caught every time so far.
So Elena makes that first one. It rattles, but it goes. Second shot coming up. That one's good. So Elena with 2 points, both on free throws. It's 14-9.
The student section decided to turn their back to try and throw her off on the free throws. I would like to recommend the student section try something different.
Passing around the zone. Ferdine to steer back to Butzine. Ferdine tries to dribble in, tries to set Emma up. Emma shoots it, and it drains it. Three-pointer for Emma. That's her third three. 17-9 with 3:37 to go.
Emma now has 11 points on the game to lead all scorers.
Bennett breaks the press at the three-point line, passes back up to Maggie. Maggie sets it up. McBain man-to-man. Nope, still zone. Really covering the people hard. Addie on Megan Bennett. Van Ord underneath. Oh, they're going to get Addie with a reach over the top, trying to get the ball to Megan. So that's going to be Addie's second. If all McBain's bigs foul out guarding Megan, they might have Caitlin Butzine guarding her down low, huh?
You still got a little depth to go because you still have Sydney and Taylor Bentham. It may not be tall, but she is very strong.
Yeah. Bennett puts up the first one. It's good. 17-10, 3:17 to go in the second. So NMC using the free throw line to stay in this game. Second one, off back heel. Fight for it between Ferdine and Yant. It's going to stay NMC's ball. Yant pulls the trigger on the inbounds. They're going to give it to Ebels up top, right back into Yant. Pass right to Bennett. Sydney Hooker grabs the ball. Bennett falls hard to the ground, and they're going to call a jump ball with that.
What a fantastic play by Sydney. I mean, that was a great tie-up or a block, but boy, does she really make her presence known and be very smart to grab all ball on that one.
McBain on Elise up top, three-pointer off glass. Whoa, Addie and Bennett fighting for it. Bennett's getting up slow, hit her head on the ground. Butts in pressuring Yant. Everybody's kind of watching what's going on down at the other end of the court, but they're still playing down here. Maggie Yant putting up a three. They got a flagrant foul on
Addie.
Bennett's on the ground. Bentham's going to come in for Addie. They're going to call it on Addie, intentional or flagrant. So that's not an ejection or anything, but it's 2 shots in the ball. So Addie does not have to come out, but a lot of coaches do take that person out to cool them down.
Well, it's a third also, so if you don't take her out, with 2:42 left, she can pick up her fourth, and then you won't be able to play the whole second half.
Oh, the ball hangs on the rim and does not go in for Megan Bennett. So Rich uses this as a chance to talk to 4 of his players. Drew's Bronkema, the McBain coach, is jawing at the ref saying this and that's happening down there too. Both players are playing hard. Megan misses the second. So 17-10, McBain Public leads. Addie does come out. Taylor Bentham comes in with 2 fouls also guarding Bennett. Van Ord, Elena Roosevelt wide open and misses. Bennett gets the rebound and blocked by Butzine, but they're going to get her with the body. Like that call, Gary, with the Caitlin Butzine blocked Megan Bennett, but the foul was called.
I wish you could have made that call.
So NFC doing a nice job on the inbound, setting screens and getting the players open. Bennett goes to the line, hits back iron for that. Megan has missed 3 free throws in a row. Second shot coming up, 17-10, 2:39 in the second.
I got Megan Bennett shooting 2 for 5 from the free throw line.
Second one is good.
Reverse jinx.
Butzine, Skierbeck. Skierbeck back to Butzine. NMC in their 2-3 zone. Covering. Sydney's open at the top. Passes over to Butzine. Sydney might have to look to shoot that. Caitlin Butzine, Euro left-handed, misses, fights for the rebound, gets it back. Ebel's fighting for it, off Ebel's foot. And the refs call it McBain ball.
What do you think? Butzine is really taking it to Bennett, and I love her fight season there. It's
a little spunk going on, huh?
That's right.
Over to Skierbeck. Skip pass to Butzine. Up to Ferdine. Over to Butzine. Butzine shoots a 3, misses. Taylor Bentham rebounds. And they're going to get a foul on Elena Roosevelt over the back of Sydney, but it's only going to be an out of bounds because Sydney wasn't shooting. So it's going to be an inbound, and MC only has 5 fouls. Maya comes in for Caitlin Butzine. Emma Skierbeck's going to pull the trigger on this. Usually when Emma takes it out, they're looking to get it right back to her in the corner.
Sophomore Emerson Tossies checks in the game to give a little bit of a break.
And there's the corner shot from Skierbeck. Bentham fights for it and steps on the line. Good fight between her and Paige Evils. Butzine comes right back in for Ferdine. Ferdine leaves with 1 free throw. Timeout, McBain. This is a 30-second timeout. Gary, you want to run down any scoring that you have? Or?
Well, actually, I want to thank the people that make this broadcast happen. Without these people, we could not be able to do what we get to do and let you know. We get to do this tonight for Ladies' Night, but we'll be back on the air tomorrow down in Beale City. The roads may be a little icy, a little bit snowy, but you don't have to go there because you can listen to us right here on 107.9. And we can do that thanks to these great sponsors like McBain Rural Agricultural School, Northern Truck Service, Honeywell Electric, Lakeside Ace Hardware, McNally's Party Store, Pluger Mechanical, L&J Meat Market, 34 in May, McBain Hardware, Judy K. Gildy Photography, SRM Concrete.
All right, so timeout is done. NNC pass on Paige Evils looking to set it up. Van Ord drives in. Maya's there. They're going to get a charge on Van Ord with Maya camped in the lane.
There is no hip movement on that one. She stood perfectly still, and that's why she got the first charge for the Ramblers this game.
So it's going to be 2 fouls on Jada Van Ord. Maya over to Butzine. Sydney up top, over to Maya. Trying to look inside. Skierbeck up top, way beyond the 3-point line, and hits the bottom of the net for 3. 20-11, 1:25 to go in the second.
Skierbeck has 6 points in this quarter alone, and they're all from behind the arc.
Passed it down to Bennett. Bennett brings the ball down low. Butzine and Van Ord fight for it in the corner. Knocked off of Caitlin, so it's going to stay NMC ball. So Callie Hooker comes in for Taylor Benton. Now, Taylor's really not a tall forward down there, but she plays with a ton of heart.
Well, not only that, but she really knows her fundamentals, and she really knows how to move people off of spots.
Tassi shoots it for NMC. Her ball. Emma brings it down, looking to jack it. Caitlin steps back. Jacks a three, misses. Fight for it. Sydney and Van Noord fight for it. Ebels gets it. Ebels slows it down, looking to set it up. Bennett's wide open underneath. They pass it. Sydney's garden. They're going to have Sydney with a hold. So that's going to be Sydney's second. That's going to put her to the line for a 1-and-1, probably. No, 2-shot foul anyway, so it doesn't matter if she was shooting or not. McBain has 10 fouls in this half. NMC is at 6. So if NMC fouls again, it'll put McBain to the line. Bennett puts it up, and it's good.
It seems like McBain is willing to give up position down low for a foul. When Bennett gets good position, they're ready to follow and grab and really negate her ability to make the basket. But she also could miss it, and there's also defense that McBain could actually use still at that point. So position for foul is what McBain looks like they're doing right now.
It's kind of the hack-a-shack idea. Sydney at the free throw line. Fakes it, drives in. She's going to go to the line. I'm not sure who they're going to get on the call, so she's going to shoot two. Sydney Hooker.
I think Maggie Yant.
Okay, so that's Maggie's first. Sydney's going to go to the line, shooting two. Sydney missed her first two. The first time she was up. Hits the first one this time.
Good job on the reverse jinx.
Thank you. Second one was a lane violation. This one, it's up, and it's good. 22-13. Pass into Ebels, back to Yant.
Less than 40 seconds left in the half.
Clock is stopped, and it's shut off. 31 seconds to go. That's tipped and knocked out by NMC. McBain ball. So good pressure by McBain. You know, that's the thing with a press. You might not get a steal every time, but you might force a turnover.
It does put a lot of pressure. That's where the word press comes from. On the team to do a lot of things correctly.
McBain ball over to Skierbeck at the left wing, facing this zone. Caitlin around, right wing. Down to Emma, guarded by the sophomore Van Noord. 10 seconds to go. Maya takes it to half court, looking to set something up, and it's knocked away. 5 seconds to go. McBain ball. So now Drew Bronkema is going to have to call his 5-second inbound play for a good shot.
Well, at least he gets a call play instead of it.
Here it is. Technical foul.
Reaching over the line.
One. It's a technical foul. So, Gary, usually there would be a warning if it was a plain violation, you know, reaching over.
Yeah.
Unless she made contact.
She did. Okay. And she admitted to it to her coach. She goes, don't need to get up. I did do it.
So Emma's going to shoot the 2 technical free throws. She makes the first one. So this is a big one. This is 2 shots and the ball. Second one up is good. So Emma 2 for 2 from the line. And
so now they get the ball at half court to inbound it.
Maya passes in, down low, Butzine. Butzine down low to Emma, knocked away. Tassi has it, and Emma gets it back, puts up a shot. Ref was not going to bail her out on a foul. The 2 refs are looking at the 1 ref. They're like, that's not my call. That's the other ref's call. And that's a no call. So halftime, 24-13. McBain Public leads it over NMC Commons.
You're listening to Home to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-8 825-2165.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page, all meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain or call 231-825-2729.
McBain Auto and Truck Service. New owners, same great service. Chad and the crew say, go McBain.
Dropping the beat from the top of the lakes.
1, 2, 3, 4. You ain't never heard nothing like this before.
This is WCDY McBain, Cadillac Lake City. Cadillac's new number 1079 CDY.
SRM Concrete is family owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete.
And we're back here in McBain. It's ladies' night. First place Lady Comets visiting the second place McBain Ramblers, separated by one game. McBain hoping to close the gap on this and force a three-way tie. At halftime, they're up 24-13, but they still have a big second half to go. This is Gary Hawkeye Van, joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen, here for ladies' night. No cover charge for any of the ladies to come out on the court as they get to be the chairman of the boards and the showman of shows. Oh,
wow, Gary.
Wanted to let you guys know you are listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. Stop by and see Ron or Tyler for all your hardware needs. They have an extensive selection of Milwaukee products and men grooming care. Have you seen that, Lars, where they have the different grooming care with the men themes? Like they have bourbon barrel aged facial soap, and they will also have what else? They have some of the other type of things. They got mustache wax, and they have beer infusion, hair gel. It's just a fantastic little thing. McBain Hardware, as my brother-in-law likes to say, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it. Lars, 24-13, how'd we get there?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a zone versus a zone, and I thought that NMC changed from a zone right away and went man-to-man, and that's when Emma Skierbeck went off, and then it forced them to change back into a zone. But Emma Skierbeck, really the story of the game right now. She has 16 points. Taylor Bentham has 1. Callie Hooker 2, Sydney Hooker 2, Annalise Verdeen 1, and Caitlin Butzine 2. So Emma is handling the brunt of the scoring, but a few others have stepped in there. On the other side, NMC only has 3 players that have scored. So Elena Roosevelt with 2, Maggie Yant with 4, and Megan Bennett carrying NMC at the free throw line with 7.
Yeah, Megan Bennett has really been where the team is going to go, and McBain's packed it in on her, so they're really going to have to figure out. Northern Michigan they're going to see if they can get this Jada Van Noort, who does have a pretty looking shot, to try and get some falling. It looks like Maggie Yant was the number 2 option for McBain or Northern Michigan Christian, where she had a couple chances on a cut plays that she should be able to maybe start hitting, and that will make a difference. And we still really haven't talked about the offensive prowess of Paige Ebles.
Yeah, Paige is doing a great job of penetrating, getting in. Little out of control early with, I remember, an errant pass in the first quarter that her teammate couldn't catch, and she drove baseline on another time. But once Paige gets going, this is a different game.
Yeah, that is it. McBain knows that Eagles is the key because they know Bennett will get her points.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ran down some of the halftime stats, but let me make sure that you guys know some of these stats. Right now, I got Megan Bennett leading with 4 rebounds for the Comets, and Paige Ebles with that awesome block down low where the girl just has hops. She has hops to spare, and she'd use that on there. For McBain, you did the scoring, but the rebounding is actually being led by Taylor Bentham. I have her with 4 rebounds. Sydney Hooker with another 2, Callie with 1, Annalise with 1, and Caitlin Budzine with a rebound. Steals, Emma Skierbeck, Callie Hooker, and Sydney Hooker each have a steal piece. Besides that, they've been just forced errors on the Comets when they do get the turnovers. And with the zone, it's not a lot of shooting and not a lot of second chances out there.
And I tell you, McBain Public has an 11-point lead right now. That's really only 4 possessions for NMC to get right back in it. Van Orde has shot some threes. Paige can shoot the 3. Maggie can shoot the 3. Maggie's made one already. I tell you what, this ball game is not over yet. So McBain's got to come out intense, still play tough defense, and I wouldn't be surprised to see what happens here.
Well, we are getting ready for second-hand action as the first place Northern Michigan Christian Comets face the McBain Ramblers in second place. This should be battle for first place. If McBain can continue and win this game, it will force a 3-way tie at the halfway point between McBain, Lake City, and Northern Christian. And every school is in control of their destiny to win this Highland Conference. I just want to remind you that you're listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. Please visit Tyler or Ron at McBain Hardware for an extensive line of Milwaukee products and men's grooming. As my brother-in-law likes to say, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably just don't need it. You're listening to home to McBain Area Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
Parents, if your students want to be college or career ready by the end of high school, CTC is the place to be. I'm Troy from the McBain High School, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center is preparing me for the jobs of the future. Students from all over the region can choose up to 14 different career-driven programs, with a free associate's degree available in some programs through the 13th year training. Find out more at WMISD.org at the Career Technical Education League and see why CTC is the place to be.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools is looking for the next generation of Ramblers. If you want to give your child the gift of a great education, make McBain Rural Agricultural Schools your school of choice. Every McBain Rambler gets a MacBook or iPad, a strong curriculum, including a variety of vocational programs, great athletics, and access to a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center. If you want a school that will challenge your child, support your child, and celebrate your child's individuality, visit McBain.org or call 231-825-2165.
Good Monday evening as we have the makeup game that we should have broadcast back in December as an early Christmas present. So I guess some presents just get opened after Christmas. As we're here in McBain Public, as the first place Northern Michigan Christian Comets visit the McBain Public Ramblers. McBain Public is up 24-13, but the second half was a change. The first half, McBain was up 11-2, but the second half, it was 13-11. So Northern Michigan Christian starting to find their footing and starting to get their traction here. And if this train keeps on going, we're going to be ready for a wild finish here. Gary Vanna, I'm joined by Mr. McBain, Lars Ferdine. I'm going to turn it over to Miss McBain.
NMC's going to inbound it. Paige Eagles takes it at half court. She's looking at McBain's 3-2 zone. Maggie on up top. Down low to Bennett. Nobody across. Skierbeck gets there. Maggie resets it. Van Noord's going to jack a three, and it's good. Van Noord hits a three. That's her first points of the game, and it's 24-16, an 8-point game.
That's the one we were worried about. They were talking about how Van Noord could be the one to make it start to happen for him if she can start getting those threes to fall.
Emma Skierbeck says, hey, I can do that too, and she just drains a three. 27-16. Paige brings it across, setting it up, drives in, past Skierbeck, and that's good, right over Hooker. So Paige Eagles with her athletic 2 points there, 27-18.
Comets came out at halftime willing to attack, and that's what we like to see. They're not trying to set the play so much as really taking it to the teeth of the Ramblers defense, and that really has paid dividends as they got 5 points quickly in this quarter.
Sydney drives in, passes to Bentham. Maya on the elbow, up top, way up top to Skierbeck, even out of her range. Over to Sydney, in the middle to Maya. Maya dribbles down, passes to Skierbeck. Skierbeck from the elbow, rattles, goes, tipped away. Who's going to run it down? Van Noord chases. Sydney gets it. Ramblers set it up again. Nice hustle by Hooker to get that at half court.
Can't believe the size of the crowd we have for a Monday night game. The student sections both are dressed up. One's wearing costumes and the other one's all in Hawaiian wear.
Hooker looking over the defense, passes it out to the three-point line to Bentham. Callie's going to put up a three. Hits the rim. Eagles gets it, knocked away by Hooker. Probably lucky for McBain that Hooker didn't get the foul.
Yeah, I think that she came in there late, and she's lucky she did not get called for the over the back.
Maggie passes it into Paige. Paige brings it across the half court. 27-18, 6 minutes to go. Down low to Bennett. Easy. A lot of contact, no call.
But they call it off of Bennett.
They call it off of Bennett. Wow. Rich Bennett's just shaking. He's not even shaking his head. It's that ridiculous.
Well, once the ball got loose, it became a free-for-all, and they were just able to bat it off Bennett before it went out of bounds.
Skierbeck on the wing. Hooker way up top. Usually Callie Hooker's down low. Maya from the corner. She almost did a Steph Curry. She was halfway back down to her defensive side when that ball went in. Three-pointer for Maya, 30-18. 12-point lead knocked away by Skierbeck. Skierbeck tripped, no call. Yes call. Late call. So Eagles in, how do you say that?
Incidental contact.
Incidental contact. Emma's shaking up a little bit.
But she was going to shake it off. Yeah, that was just a hustle play on Eagles.
So Paige comes out of the game. That's 3 fouls on Paige because of the technical. That counts as a personal also. Maya to Emma. Emma over to Sydney. Wasn't looking. Crick saves it. Crick was the first to touch it. No call. Pass down to Callie. Callie goes up. Did you see how Bentham boxed out Bennett on that? Now, the key to that is she wasn't moving. I saw the other game last week. There was a girl moving all the way down, boxing out the playoffs. So Callie Hooker's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that was interesting that Bentham kind of cleared the path for them so that they could get a good look at the basket.
Callie puts up the first one and makes it. That's 3 for Callie. Maggie Yant's got 2 fouls. Second one is up and good also. 32-18. Van Noord's going to take over at point with Paige out. Bronco was trying to get Sydney down low, kind of trying to double team Bennett. Crick's going to take it into the lane. Nobody there. Blows the layup. Maya Isinga looking down court, passes it to Sid. Sid over to Emma. Emma wide open 3, and it's good. Timeout by Rich Bennett. It is 35-18.
Yeah, McBain is on a 8-0 run after the Comets came out with 5 quick points.
This is a full timeout here, and Emma's just having a game.
So it's 35-18 here in McBain. in the third quarter. You're listening to Home to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain or call 231-825-2729.
McBain Auto and Truck Service. New owners, same great service. Chad and the crew say, go McBain.
And we're back as Emma Skierbeck's putting on a shooting clinic as she's 5 for 7 from behind the arc, leading all scorers with 22 points. Throw it back to Mr. McBain.
So Van Noord brings it across half court for NMC. She's going to dribble left on Maya. Sydney's right there. Sydney's going to get her with the body. Van Noord's going to go to the line. That is going to be Sydney's third. Nice first step by Jada Van Noord to get by Maya Isinga.
The Van Noord family is in that very athletic family. I believe that's the daughter of Jeff Van Noord, a longtime gym athletic director, teacher there, and
middle school coach and referee. Van Noord hits the first one. That's four for Van Noord.
All in this quarter.
Second one up, a lot of arc, and it's good. McBain, NMC hustles back to their zone. Down low to Bentham. Bentham tries to put it up against Bennett and Maggie Yan. That's a lot of height for NMC, and they're going to get it on Bennett. That's going to be Bennett's second. Bennett looks confused. She doesn't agree with the call, but that puts Bentham at the line, shooting two. First one up is good. Second one coming, 36-20, 16-point lead with 4:31 in the third. Second one up is good. 3 points for Taylor Bentham now.
37-20 here, 4:30 left in the third quarter.
Van Noord brings it across, looks for Crick on the far side. Crick is a freshman, I believe. Crick drives down, passes to Bennett in the lane. Bennett passes Van Noord. Van Noord shoots it. Little long. Sydney fights for Elena Roosevelt for the rebound. Sydney gets the rebound. Maya dribbles right by Crick. Over to Skierbeck. Skierbeck free throw line. Contested and swish right over Van Noord's outstretched arms. 24 for Skierbeck now. In a 19-point lead. Van Noord tried to pass down to Elena Roosevelt. Sydney knocks it away. It'll stay NMC's ball. So here's the fifth quarter. So, is it Pacquiao, Gary?
Yep.
Pacquiao? It's Pacquiao. I always got it wrong in volleyball. She was a great libero for volleyball. She's given NMC some depth here. Page passes across to Bennett, knocked away. Caitlin Butzine reaching in. Roosevelt in the lane, still in the lane, still in the lane. 3-point shot by Soul. Misses. It's going to be McBain ball. So they are going to put Soul on Emma, almost playing a box and one maybe. So Maya's coming out, replaced by Ferdine.
I believe she played in the JV game, and she has some quick hands. And really, if you get the ball down low, she is prone to pick your pocket.
All right, so box and one by NMC. Soul is playing man-to-man on Skierbeck and knocks Skierbeck over. What's that old shirt saying? I have 5 fouls to give and I'm willing to use them. Is that? I don't think that's what she's in there for, but she had to fight through a tough screen.
Yeah, and she'll fight through a brick wall if she needs to get the thing.
Down to Emma. Emma's posting up Soul. Ball slips away. Bennett grabs it. Gives it to Ebles. Ebles brings it across. McBain getting in a zone. Ebles right down to Bennett. Bennett over to Elena. Roosevelt misses. And Sydney crashes in there. That's going to be Sydney's fourth. That is not going to put anybody to the line, though. So it should be on the ground. Okay, so they're inbounding it. Addie's going to come in for Sydney. You know, Sydney has 4, but I tell you what, it's kind of a bruising for, like, hey, don't bring that weak stuff in here. It's kind of being the enforcer down low. So Katie Crick is going to pass it in for NMC. NMC fighting through the screens. Elena Roosevelt gets it. Over to Crick. Crick dribbles right. Ferdine guarding. Passes to Bennett. Addie's right there. Over to Crick. Crick's going to put up a long 2. Misses. Fight for it. Bennett gets it, and Addie ends up on the ground. And they're going to get Addie for the foul. That's going to be 4 on Addie. So Callie's going to come right back in.
So foul trouble is going to be something that McBain's really going to have to worry about for the rest of this third quarter and the fourth.
McBain doesn't use any fifth quarter players. They are 10 deep. Bennett hits the first one. Bennett making her living at the line. Bennett has 7 right now. Which should be 8. See if this is her 9th. It is. 9 points for Bennett. Butzine brings it across for McBain. Guarded by Crick. Emma guarded by Soul. Soul fights to the screen. Nice aggressive. Emma crosses her over, passes to Bentham. Over to Butzine. Man-to-man, kinda. Maybe a matchup zone. Emma struggles with it. Reaches in. Soul gets the steal. Knocked away by Callie. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be NFC ball. So Soul came in, did her job, and tried to fluster Emma Steerback, and it worked.
She's just twitchy.
So Maya's coming in for Emma. Gives Emma a rest with 2:32 to go. 39-22, 17-point lead. Maggie comes in for Soul. Soul gets a huge hand from the cheering section. Page up top. Dribbles by Butzine. Right down the lane. Passes to Roosevelt. Crick steps up with a couple steps. They're going to get her with the kind of the twinkle toes there.
Well, she went to make the pass, and she leaned forwards because the pass wasn't quite there, and she just couldn't stop her momentum going forward, and then she had to readjust her feet and got the travel.
I don't mean this to be funny, but you remember the Fred Flintstone where he would get excited about something? That's almost what it looked like. She was right up on her tiptoes. Annalise Verdine's going to get called for a moving screen. That's going to be her first foul.
Second.
Oh, yeah. The bruiser. Full court pressure. Maggie's dribbling. Bentham picks her up. Over to Bennett at the three-point line. Over to Crick. Crick to Elena. Crick drives right by and hits a 2. 2 points for Kate Crick.
That's their first points of the game.
Maya sets it up. There's no box and one or anything. Just a straight-up man-to-man. NFC doesn't come too far out past the three-point line.
Feels like McBain's lost a little bit of their momentum now that Skierbeck's out of the game and 2 girls now have 4 fouls.
Annalise has it. Dribbling on the right, looking low. Paige dribbles in. They're going to get a timeout because nothing's happened. Ella is going to check in.
All right, we're waiting to see what this is. It looks like we're going to have 39-24, minute 29 left in the third quarter. You're listening to Home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And we're back in McBain. It's ladies' night. It's the first place. Lady Comets are trying to mount a huge comeback against the McBain Ramblers' second place. McBain wins. It'll be a 3-way tie for the top of the conference halfway through. Hope you like these broadcasts because they're We want to thank the radio or sponsors who make this happen, like McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Core Design, and the Western Misaki Career Tech Center. Lars?
Passed over to Butzine. Butzine up to Bentham. Bentham over to Hooker. Hooker up top to Verdeen. McBain making NMC work. Pushed in the back, no call. Bentham's going to take it low. It's going to be off Bentham's leg. No call on the foul, but it will stay McBain ball.
They've been calling it consistent. They haven't been calling that all game. They've been letting the girls have a little bit more body in this game, a little bit more physical.
Maya pulls the trigger on the inbound. Trouble getting it in. It knocks it away. Bentham has it. Maya, Ella, Callie. Back to Maya. Maya sets it up. Playing man-to-man, but Emma Skierbeck's not in. They're going to get Callie with a moving screen, even though Callie was the one that fell. And that's going to add a foul to Callie's total at 3.
So Callie with 3, Sydney with 4, and Addie with 4. And you have to worry about Bennett in the fourth quarter.
Knocked away. Maya picks it up off of, like, Callie's back end.
Tapped away by Taylor Bentham.
Maya fakes. Annalise has it. Dribbles left. Goes by Elena. Puts it up and misses. They're going to get the foul on Elena. Annalise is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. 40 seconds to go in the third. It is 39-24. 15-point lead. First one's up and good for Ferdine. Emma's going to come in for Callie. Now, Emma can give some quality time there. Emma's good size to play some low post, but she can step out and hit the 3 also. Emily, I should say.
And Emily has really good footwork.
Second one too long. Roosevelt gets it to Crick to Ebels. Ebels, oh, a nice inside out. Maya standing right there, no call. Fight for the rebound. Ella and Paige, again, a nice height difference there. Give Ella credit for fighting. Whoa. This is called Bennett with a foul, Gary.
Yeah, that was a good call because Ella had secured the ball and she had actually been able to rotate her back away from Bennett. And when Bennett reached in, she actually had to go through her arm to get that focal jump ball, and that's why that was a good call.
24 seconds for McBain, running through their offense, trying to get the last shot up to Ella. Ella dribbles around, trying to get another illegal screen.
You know, we're giving enough fouls away trying to control Bennett, but now that they're doing it on the screens, as the last 2 screens from McBain last 2 fouls have been on screens, moving Bentham into foul trouble now with 3.
12 seconds to go. Abel's big carry on that, no call. Drop down low, 4 seconds to go. Annalise gets it knocked away. Easy shot for Roosevelt at the buzzer. 40-26, or did they already count that? Looks like it's 40-24. Must have already counted it. So that is the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. 40-24. Roosevelt with that 2-point steal knockaway. That gives Roosevelt 4 for the game.
Hey, you don't want to miss the last quarter here. McBain's in the lead, but they're in foul trouble, and NMC is making a run. You're listening at home to McBain Area Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
And we're back here in McBain as the Lady Comets. First place, 7-0 Lady Comets, trying to stay undefeated against the McBain Ramblers. Second place, 6-1. McBain Ramblers are up 40-26, but they got a lot of foul trouble on there. As they got 2 players with 4 and 2 with 3, and all 4 of them have to try and guard Megan Bennett, who only has 2 on the game, or 3 on the game so far herself. Lars?
All right, McBain ball up top. Bentham Bentham over to Maya Isinger. McBain running through their flex offense, the one that they keep getting called illegal screens on. So let's see how this works. Emily Gildy gets it knocked away by Roosevelt. Roosevelt just scored 2 points at the end of the quarter and now has another one. That's going to get Skierbeck off the bench. So 6 points for Elena Roosevelt. It is down to a 12-point game.
Oh, Maya got trapped on the sideline, got bailed out on that one. Did they get it to Elena Roosevelt?
I don't know who they gave it to.
I thought I saw number 11.
Okay, it was Maggie. That's 3 on Maggie. So Maya's going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. First one is up, no good. Soul gets the rebound for NMC. Eagles down low to Elena, knocked away by Emily Gildy. Maya, great rebounding. She has numbers, but she doesn't pass it up there. Nice fake by Schroeder. Maya, they're going to get. What are they going to get?
They're going to get the grab on the tip. On Soul.
Soul reached in before she shot it, so it's going to be a 1-on-1. Maya puts up the first one. A little long again. Roosevelt with the rebound. 12-point game. Eagles going around Butstein, passing it low to Roosevelt. Butson gets the steal. Schroeder is deep, but not deep enough. Butson passes it out of bounds.
Yeah, great play on Butstein. Maybe tried a little bit too hard to force the action. As we have a timeout on the floor. McBain up 40-28 with 6:35 left to go. We have a 30-second one, so we want to make sure we want to know all these different sponsors to make it happen. But I tell you what, before we even talk about that, because the first one's McLean Transmission by Spiam and Northern Michigan Christian Schools. Hey, if you're going to leave our area, you don't want to miss the end of this game because it's been cut down to a 12-point lead, and the Comets are coming back with fury. McBain withstand it. You want to catch all the action. If you have to leave the area, or if you have someone outside of our radio area, they can listen online because all games are streamed by McLean Transmission. For anything transmission related or quality used cars, head over to McLean Transmission on LaChance Road between Cadillac and Lake City. Call 779-1394. Mr. McBain?
NMC is going to pick up the pressure, full court press. Eagles with Butstein guarding. Dribble, splits the defense, goes all the way down, up, and misses, knocked away. It's going to stay NMC ball.
Once again, I love the Eagles, the way she wants to attack right there. You know, with Soul on the court, you almost feel like it's going to be 4-on-5 on the offensive end.
Bennett down low, does the Euro, misses. Bentham gets to Schroeder, passes over to Butstein. Butstein going in for the layup, little hard off the glass. So Bentham gets the rebound, but falls straight to the ground, and they're going to get her for a travel. So Ella gets some instructions from Drew, passed in, still full court pressure. Ella's guarding Katie Crick. There's a screen. Pass right to Callie Hooker for the steal. Caitlin Butstein looking.
The physicality is starting to pick up a little bit on this game right now.
Emma uses Callie's screen. Emma's got Soul on her. Emma says, I'm going to try for this. Callie and Bentham fight for it, actually knock it away from each other. Roosevelt picks it up. Eagles looking, dribbling, three-point line. Looking down low to Bennett. Bennett guarded by Callie. Fight for the rebound between Bentham and Roosevelt. Roosevelt's going to come out. Van Ord's coming in.
Pair of 10s. I got pair of 10s on the flop here as we got Ferdine and Van Ord, number 10s coming in for each team.
Ferdine's coming out, replacing the ace, Ella Schroeder, number 1. Over to Eagles, guarded by Skierbeck. Nice battle up top. Eagles goes in and makes it. It is a 10-point game. 4 points for Eagles. Caitlin over to Ferdine. Ferdine going by, and they're going to get a foul on Paige. That's going to send Ferdine to the line.
More important, that should be number 4 on Paige.
As a middle school coach, I'm always telling my players to attack the players that are in foul trouble, trying to get them out of the game. Annalise puts up the first one. It's good.
Well, I don't know if your middle schoolers listen to you, but your daughter doesn't listen to you. There's going to be a conversation around the dinner table.
That'd be an interesting ride home. Second one up is good. Timeout. McBain up by 12, 5:14 to go in the fourth quarter, 42-30.
All right, just want to remind everyone that you are listening to 107.9 CDY. You're home for all the McBain sports. We're not going to commercial, Rich, but what we are going to do is let you know that we have a slate of 10 more games. In fact, we'll be on the radio 2 other times this week, as tomorrow we'll be traveling all the way down to Beale City, the Bermuda Triangle of the Highland Conference, as the boys start their second round of play against their opponents. The McBain Rambler boys will be taking on the Beale City boys. Beale City beat McBain handily by 20 last time, but McBain's a completely different team. Looking for their first win tomorrow, you can listen to that. And then Friday night here in McBain, it is what again?
Homecoming.
That's homecoming to McBain, and we'll bring you all the action, both the girls versus Everett and the boys versus Everett on homecoming night.
They're ready to throw the ball in. Some miscommunication between the refs. They weren't going to let Maggie Yont come in. Now they do. And if they wouldn't have, they would only have 4 people on the floor. Paige brings it across the timeline. Down low to Bennett. Bentham holds her ground for McBain. Callie dribbling up court. Tipped away by Roosevelt. It's going to stay McBain ball. Callie playing point guard out there.
Great job on that play by Bentham, as she was able to just stand there, position against Bennett with 3 fouls and just play smart defense.
Right out to Skierbeck. I don't think she's had a wider open look.
She knows what to do with it.
Long rebound. Eagles going up and scores right over Skierbeck. Nice athleticism. Paige Eagles with 6.
All in the second half. 4 in this quarter alone.
Skierbeck says, well, I'm going to change my trajectory a little bit, and she just hits a 3 and has 27 points. 45-32. Down low to Bennett, knocked away by Callie. Callie double dribbles, and no call. Butzine to Ferdine.
It was tapped between the 2.
Yes. Butzine looks to take it herself, misses. Callie with a rebound and putback. Great rebound. That is 6 for Callie.
Rare offensive board for McBain, and Callie made it count right away.
Eagles looking down low. Over to Roosevelt. Roosevelt, great lefty. Blocked from behind by Bentham. Roosevelt reaches in and knocked it out. It's going to be McBain ball. 3:51 to go, 47-32. Bentham pulls the trigger, but Zine brings it down court. Setting up the offense. Gets a screen, but Zine to Skierbeck. Skierbeck dribbling. Looking for Ferdine. Up top, Ferdine dribbles through. Gets a screen to Butzine. Running some clock. Maggie reaches in, no call. Tipped away. Butzine picks it up. Now the 10-second count goes, but it's not that big of a deal. Down low, Bentham. And Eagles pushes her from behind, does not get a call. That would have been Paige's 5th. Paige bringing it down with the left hand. They're going to get her on a travel. Paige tried a Euro, and the ball got stuck between the defender and Paige. Maggie comes out. Butzine comes out. Maya is in. And there's going to be a timeout. NMC. 3:12 to go in the fourth.
47-32, Ramblers are up. Comets are on a big comeback. You're listening home to the McBain Area Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
With hard work and determination, Mary McNally's dream is now open. 34 on Main Deli, which is inside McNally's Party Store in McBain. With breakfast, a rotating soup of the day, and daily specials on their Facebook page, all meals are homemade, including comfort desserts and a dessert menu. Open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and private catering is available. Call 825-2357. 825-2357. 34 on Main is a proud local sponsor of the McBain Ramblers.
And we're back here in McBain. It is ladies' night. We're in the fourth quarter. The Ramblers have a 15-point lead, but lots of foul trouble. Northern Michigan Christian Comets are really starting to attack the McBain defense. Paige Eagles has been stellar this quarter. While it's going to end, we don't know, but we'll bring you all the action. This is Gary Hawkeye Bannon, joined by our play-by-play man tonight, Mr. McBain, Lars Verdeen. And we have the best ever board op back at the station with Rich Spicer. Lars?
So McBain inbounds the ball. Maya brings it across. Verdeen on the right three-point line. McBain looking to run some time. 3 minutes to go in the game. Annalise down low. 2 points for Annalise. Nice pass by Maya Eisinger. That's 6 for Verdeen.
No insult to Verdeen, but you kind of forget about her out there with her quiet game, and then all of a sudden she's wide open for the easy lay-in.
Callie, the glove, is playing great defense on Bennett, knocks it away. It's going to stay NMC's ball. Crick down to Roosevelt, pulls Callie out. Maya kind of runs over Paige Eagles. Almost looks like a goat tying event in the rodeo there. That's going to put Paige Eagles to the line, shooting 1-and-1. Paige has 6 points right now because she adds to that total. First one up is good. 7 points on the night for her. 49-33, 16-point lead. Second one coming up, 2:42 to go. McBain has 7 fouls, NMC has 9, so both are in the bonus. Second one short, Elena Roosevelt right there for the rebound and goes in. So bad rebounding by McBain. Roosevelt taking advantage. 8 points for Roosevelt.
That's the second time she was able to be undermanned and get the offensive rebound for a bucket.
Annalise down low, gets hit, no call. Paige Eagles contesting that one. Paige dribbling left hand. Looking down low. Katie Crick knocked away. Emma Skierbeck's going to pick it up. Race to the board. Blocked by Crick and hits Crick in the back. No call, no foul.
Sydney Hooker finally gets back in the game. She is in with 4 fouls.
Bentham comes out, 2:12 to go, 49-35. Drew is trying to, wondering why Paige Eagles still in the game with 4 fouls and no calls. Skierbeck, Maya Eisinger, hit on the 3-point shot. Maya's going to shoot 3 with 2:07 to go in the fourth. There's going to, Katie Crick is going to get called for that one.
Was that 12 or 21?
Okay, that's on Crick. It said one had 5 fouls, but that got changed real quick. So
yeah, she only has 4.
So Maya can add to her 3 points. Ooh, a little long on the first one. So Maya's got 3 on the night so far. With the 1 3-pointer. She's got 3 free throws coming. Second one up, good. 4 points on the night for her. Makes it 50-35. Back to a 15-point lead.
She's only 1 for 4 free throw shooting in this quarter.
I was going to mention that, but I didn't know when. Wonder how that jinx thing works. Okay, that's how it works. She misses the third one. 4 points for Maya.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. So Crick will inbound it to Eagles. 2 minutes to go in the game, 50-35. McBain in their zone still. Bennett takes it down low. Taken away. Pass to Sydney. Sydney dribbles a little high. Sydney wants to set it up. Skierbeck over to Verdeen. Verdeen shoots the 3 and makes it.
That's a dagger.
She puts her hands up like she wants the foul. Don't get cocky, kid.
All right, minute 45 left. McBain up 53-35. We're coming to a great finish. You don't want to miss it. Listening to home to McBain Area Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
And we're back in McBain. It's ladies' night at the McBain Ramblers, hoping to put the first loss on the Comets and make a three-way tie at the top of the division. Hey, we're going to be on all week this week. Tomorrow we'll be bringing the boys. Friday, homecoming for McBain Public. Tomorrow's against Beale City. Thank you to the sponsors to make it happen. Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, and McBain Auto Service.
NMC inbounds it. Paige Ebles brings it up, looking to set something up. Callie the glove on Bennett, not giving her anything. Maya's playing defense up top, switches off Emma. Paige goes around. They're going to get Emma with a push, and that's going to send Paige to the free throw line with 1:31 to go in the fourth.
Ebles just has a really quick step when she has the ball in her hand, and she really can get that corner quickly, so she can almost draw that out well.
1-1. First one up is good. That's 8 on the night for Ebles. And she's right-handed, and that's a solid left-hand dribble to get by the defender. Second one up is good also. 53-37. Skierbeck dribbles across. Maya up top. McBain looking to run some time. Not afraid to pass, and the extra pass. Okay, there we go. NMC figured that out, and they brought Van Ord up to foul, which if they didn't foul Gary, McBain could just run out the clock.
Yeah, and it looks like Bennett's going to talk to Paige Ebles, a reminder that she does not foul. She's been too valuable on the offensive end with 7 points in this quarter.
Maya misses the first one. Still 4 points on the night. So if you're Bennett, you're looking into what girl do we foul. Fight for the rebound. NMC players going for it. Roosevelt comes out with it. Paige dribbling across. Paige going right by Maya. They're going to get a block on Maya. That is going to be her first foul.
Yeah, but that puts Ebles, who's been shooting excellent from the free throw line, as she is 3 for 4 in this quarter alone, to try and score without any time running out the clock.
And that is in and out. Roosevelt gets it, knocks it off of Skierbeck. It's going to be NMC ball.
What a heady play from Elena Skierbeck, as she was able to find her knee and get that one out.
So Maya does have 2 fouls. I misspoke there. Knocked away by Skierbeck. Paige picks it up. Wasted no time. Great pass down to Bennett. Bennett misses. Sydney Hooker gets the rebound. Too close of a pass. Crick dribbling behind her back. Paige, is she going to step back and hit a 3? Yes, she does. Oh, great fake. Van Ord, 3-point shot is good. Gary, it's a ball game again.
Well, you knew it was going to be when you have 2 great scorers like that.
Down to Ferdine. Ferdine looking to run some time. They probably should foul Maya because Maya's not been great at the line tonight.
Sister Maggie on the side, on the crowd, giving Maya a little bit of advice on that. (53-40), 37.5 seconds left. Is there enough time for NMC to continue this comeback, or can McBain finish it out?
Maya makes it, gives her 5 points on the night. The advice from Maggie, the elementary second grade teacher, works. Second one up and good also.
Clutch free throws at this point of the game. That's senior leadership.
Paige brings across half court. She crosses over. Skierbeck on her, fakes. Roosevelt taken away from Sydney. Sydney's looking to run. And Van Ord, headsy play by Van Ord. Van Ord's only a sophomore, I believe. And she is out there fouling, not giving up any shots or any time. Actually, helping NMC stay in the game.
Yeah, she's going to get some quality minutes for the team there. Unfortunately, that's number 5 for her, and that takes away NMC's best three-point threat so far this game.
55-40, Sydney Hooker at the line with 24 seconds to go. Sydney puts up the first one. It's good. Sydney 3 for 5 on the night. Callie comes out. Addie comes in. Emily's going to go in for shooter. So that's Sydney. 24 seconds to go. Sydney misses. Fight for the rebound. Addie's right there and knocks it off of McBain. NMC ball. So Sydney's coming out. Emily Gildy's coming in. 22 seconds to go. Gary, you guard three-point line or you just play solid defense?
Play what you play.
Hey, Eagles to Roosevelt. Try to get it down low to Bennett. Addie's doing a good job there. Does work. Bennett gets it. 11 seconds to go. Emily passes to Maya and fouls Maya. Maya will go to the line.
7.8 seconds left in the game. And basically, this last minute, the free throw line is able to have McBain ice it. As this has been quite a close battle all the way through. McBain has been able to get some free points from the free throw line.
So Skierbeck had a whale of a game with 27 points. Maya's getting up there. She's got 7 now. Earning it at the free throw line. She just needed to get warmed up, Gary.
Well, that's what I was going to say. She was 1 for 7 on the free throws, and then she just knocked down her last 4.
5 seconds to go down to Bennett. Another easy for Bennett. Bennett gets fouled by Addie. Addie and Bennett kind of have a little elbow session going on. That is going to be Addie's 5th. So Addie, they can't shoot the free throw with Addie in the game, so they're going to have to sub for her. So Butsine, the shortest person in the team, is going in for the tallest person in the team.
Great battle down there for Addie. I know that she took a lot of bruises and she played a very physical game, but she was able to kind of keep Bennett a little bit under control.
Bennett makes the first. That gives her 12 on the night. Another one coming. 58-43 with 2.3 seconds to go. It's up and it's good. And Caitlin will dribble out the clock. So the game ends at 58-44. There is a 3-way tie in the Highland Conference for the girls varsity basketball.
Well, round 1 is done in the Highland Conference. Lake City lost to Northern Michigan Christian, and Northern Michigan Christian lost to McBain, and McBain lost to Lake City. It's going to be exciting for the second half. You know I catch all the action. We are going to throw it back to the studio real quick and come back with the post-game show. McBain Ramblers victorious 58-44. You're listening to Home to McBain Area Sports on the all-new 107.9 CDY.
L&J Meat Market offers fresh, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken, specializing in Misaki-made sausages and jerky. L&J Meat Market is a true family operation headed up by Tim and Sandy Genema. Whether you need a hog roast or fresh brats and burgers for grilling, they're here to serve you. Check out L&J Meat Market, 4 miles south of Lake City on M66, or call 231-839-2176. That's 231-839-2176.
FIOM is family. FIOM is also teamwork. The FIOM team has been a stable Cadillac area employer for over 40 years. FIOM is proud to support this McBain broadcast. FIOM is currently hiring for full-time positions on all 3 shifts. So if you would like to join the FIOM family, now may just be the time. Please visit FIOM at 1550 Leeson Avenue and apply to join the FIOM team. FIOM Technologies in Cadillac.
SRM Concrete is family-owned and all about community. That's why they're supporting this broadcast. SRM Concrete was founded in 1999 with one singular goal: to provide superior ready-mix concrete service for your commercial and residential projects. With locations across northern and central lower Michigan, there's an SRM Concrete near you. From order to on-time delivery, the SRM Concrete team guarantees you'll be thrilled. Quality concrete, unmatched service. That's SRM Concrete.
A name you'll never forget, Snappy's Garage. Snappy's Garage is just that. They'll get you in and out in a snap. They're located just outside of Falmouth and can service your vehicle, ORV, diesel engine, or any other automotive need. Snappy's Garage is fully licensed and ASE certified. Call 231-429-2549. Snappy's Garage. It's more than a name. It's Scott Genema's way of doing business.
And we're back here in McBain as the McBain Ramblers just finished off a 58-44 victory over the Northern Michigan Christian Comets, creating a log jam at the top of the division with 3 teams at 6-1 after the first half of the game. As I said, the final score is 58-44. Here's how the breakdown per quarter was. McBain looked like they were going to run away with it in the first quarter as they were up 11-2. Second quarter, NMC finally started to get their traction, and they got a 13-11. McBain won the second quarter to make the score at halftime 24-13. Second half, McBain was once again able to stretch their lead out a little bit with a 16-11 quarter, making it 40-24, 16-point lead. You thought McBain was going to be able to run away with it, but then no, the Northern Michigan Christian Comets continue to come back as they took the fourth quarter with 20-18 over McBain. Final score 58-44. Lars, can you tell me how we got there?
Yeah, so the 14-point lead by McBain held pretty consistent all the way through. Scoring for McBain, Caitlin Butzine had 2, Maya Eisinger 8, Annalise Ferdine 9, Sydney Hooker 3, Callie Hooker 6, Taylor Bentham 3, and really having a great performance tonight, Emma Skierbeck with 27 points. Gary, how many threes?
I have Emma Skierbeck with 6 threes. 18 of her points were out from the three. No, has to be.
I got 5. I got 7 threes.
You got 7? Wow, then
yes.
I guess.
What a night for Emma Skierbeck. Not afraid to shoot. So she had a great performance there. Really, her game separated the rest of the team there. Without Emma, NMC wins this one.
I agree. It's 7 threes. My bad.
So for NMC, Paige Ebels had 9 points before. She never did fall out, did she?
Nope.
Jada Van Ord had 8, Elena Roosevelt 8, Katie Crick with 2, Maggie Yant with 4, and Megan Bennett earning a lot of them at the stripe, 13 points.
So that brings you a rundown of the scoring for some of the dirty work, we like to call it. For the Ramblers, Taylor Bentham led them with 5 rebounds and a block. Emma Skierbeck had 2 steals. Callie Hooker had a steal and 2 rebounds. Sydney Hooker, she had 3 rebounds and 2 steals. And I got Maya Eisinger with a rebound. Annalise Ferdine, really great quality minutes off the bench with a rebound, but she was stellar in the fourth quarter, and she got 6 of her total 8 points right there, including a 3-bomb. And then Caitlin Butzine also had a rebound. For the Comets, they were led by Megan Bennett, of course, with 9 rebounds. Paige Ebels had a block, 3 rebounds. Maggie Yant with a steal, and Sol with another 3 steals to give you the defensive rundown for both teams. Now, Lars, this is really weird because I'm not supposed to do the introductions of this. You're supposed to do the introductions of that. So, once again, we had Emma Skierbeck with 7 CoreDesign19.com 3-pointers. That is the Jeremy Ealing. You know, the Ealings have always been famous for 3-pointers, so they got the award named after them. So we got some post-game awards. We need Judy K. Gildy Picture Perfect Play of the Game, and the oh, you got the wrong one. You got the answers. I'm giving you the answers to the test before I give you
want the answers, man.
They're right there on the bottom there.
Everybody's waiting for the answers.
All right. So
Gary, the Judy K. Gildy Photography Picture Perfect Play of the Game is?
Well, I tell you what, when I was growing up, I lived in this neighborhood down in Waterford, and we lived in Fox Bay Drive, and once a year they would rope off the whole thing, and they would bring in a band, and we'd all have a barbecue and an ice cream truck. And it was a huge block party, and I've always loved block parties. So my Judy K. Gildy Picture Perfect Plays of the Game are the block parties. I got Elena Roosevelt with a huge block on Caitlin Butzine. I also have Paige Ebels with her block on Callie Hooker, and then the creme de la creme is the Taylor Bentham block on Elena Roosevelt. the block party reigns supreme for the Judy K. Gildy Pitch Perfect plays of the game.
Very nice, Gary. I like how that is set up. Awesome. So now that brings us to
the sponsors who make this broadcast happen. Oh, you thought we were going left, but we're zigging to the right. I'm going to want to give a big shout out to everybody that makes all these broadcasts happen all season long. Please remember, we'll be back on the air tomorrow and on Friday. And it's thanks to these people: Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McBain Lake City Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, McBain Auto Service, Bluger Mechanical, CoreDesign19.com, Snappy's Garage, L&J Meat Market, the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, McBain Rural Agricultural School, 34 on Main, McLean Transmission, Northern Truck Service, McBain Hardware, Fiam, Huntington Electric, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Northern Michigan Christian Schools, and Srm Concrete. Without them, we cannot do this. So make sure you stop by and say thank you for putting us on the air. Now we're going to bring you to...
Now, this is the award everybody's been waiting for. This is the Hawkeye Players of the Game. Are you giving
Brought to you by McNally's Party Store.
Are you giving one to each team?
I am giving one to each team. And I'm going to start off with the obvious one for the McBain Ramblers, leading the team with 27 points, hitting 7 Core Design 19 three-pointers. I'm going to give it to Emma Skierbeck.
But congratulations, Emma, on that one. Gary, keep going.
For your Northern Michigan Christian Comet, we had a couple good efforts there. Paige Evils really stepped up in the fourth quarter. Megan Bennett, she's just solid all the way around. But there's one player that I really felt swayed the game and kept it close. The player was kind of doing a lot of the tough jobs as well as getting the points every now and then, getting 2 offensive rebounds on free throws. Part of our block party, this one to feature bands in the block party, I believe she ended up with 8 points. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to give it to Elena Roosevelt as your Hawkeye Player of the Game.
All right, good scrappy play by Elena Roosevelt there. So, Gary, what do these players get?
Well, thanks to Culver's, each of these players that win the award will get a free value basket anytime they like to use it.
Well, that is also, so thank you to McNally's and Judy K. Gildy Photography and Culver's for that. Gary, great job tonight. Again, McBain wins it 58-44, forcing a 3-way tie at the top of the Highland Conference for girls varsity basketball.
It's only going to get better from here on out. You want to listen to the rest of these games on the all-new 107.9 CDY. Good night, boys.
Dropping the beat from the top of the lakes.
Come on, come on.
This is WCDY McBain, Cadillac Lake City. Cadillac